So you remember Brooklyn before crack hit,
Yeah,
and then in the early '80s, crack got introduced.
yeah.
What started to happen around the projects when crack cocaine hit the streets?
Whew. The whole demographics changed. Like our teens, like was developing into drug dealers. You know what I'm saying? When that hit, we was actually watching older guys that had, that was creating empires, and they had us as like strictly like a business, an army. You know what I mean? We come up under that when the crack hit. I I had been around drugs all my life since a kid. So I could identify with what was going on, and. But when crack hit, you know, I was so used to this regular seeing powder cocaine, and when crack hit, it kind of turned the whole demographics to where our families was being impacted. You know what I'm saying? I lost my sisters to drugs. You know what I'm saying? So we all, to see the impact of that, the becoming of what that had to beginning, yeah, it was horrifying. Because you seeing your family members go through so much. But meanwhile, while I'm watching that, I'm also know on the other end, I'm making money. You know, so when I first encountered some drugs, I already knew what to do.
Okay, and you started selling drugs at 14,
Yeah, yeah.
and that started with crack.
No, that actually started with some powder, cocaine, yo. I was messing with some girl from Queens or whatever. Her father must have been like a big dealer or whatever. She used to come down to Marcy and see me and stuff. And I used to knock her off in the back seat. You know what I'm saying? Regular shit. But one day I reached my hand down in the back seat and I came out with a whole bag of coke. Like I said, I had been around it, so I knew exactly what to do with it. I was strictly selling powder. I mean, I pretty much was giving it away. Like I said, I knew what to do, but I wasn't smart enough to know weight-wise. I gave it all away. I might have I gave it all away pretty much. Just, people was running to me, and I had built up a clientele with that. And then going into 15, and that's when I met Jose. When I built up that clientele, you know what I'm saying? That's when I met my first connect was Jose.
Okay, that's Spanish Jose. Okay, so then you meet a connect, and he's able to give you cocaine in higher volumes.
Yeah, pretty much it wasn't higher volumes, but it was like better quality.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't about the quality, the quantity. It was about the quality. And when I got started to know what the quality was and what it wasn't, like I just got smarter and smarter to the game. Um,
Okay, well then at one point it transitioned into crack, where you're able to cook it up, rock it up, and then make more money off of the cocaine that you bought.
yeah, true. Yeah, and by the time that escalated, um, I never knew how to cook up crack. I stayed with powder. I couldn't catch on. You know what I'm saying? So when I had moved to Trenton, now this is like right at the crack area, 87, 88, I moved to Trenton. And that's when I really seen crack. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I kept going, they kept going, we don't buy it, we don't cook it up, we buy it cooked up already. Like, what? So my cousin put me on to a connect uptown where we used to buy the little vials. So I ain't have to worry about cooking it up. We buy thousands of bottles, and I run back to Trenton. But when I get on the block and sell it, there used to be another OG on the block, and they used to run past me. And I'm like, yo, I got this. Crack is crack. They used to run past me and go, nah, I want the top shelf. I'm like, well, what is top shelf? I'm saying when OG put me under his wing, I used to be like, yo, he liked the way I hustled anyway. I was from New York. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, let me show you something, shorty. He took me all the way to the Bronx, showed me how to buy it, like coke raw, and then showed me how to cook it up. He was like, once I taught that, couldn't nobody tell me what kind of quality I was messing with. I'm always gonna have top shelf.